Join us, MrTruck.com, for truck reviews, trailer reviews, and accessory reviews. It's Ken with Mr. Truck, and we're doing another cool off-road review. And this is the 4Runner day. And we've got this new 2021. It is a four-wheel drive trail V6, I think it's called. It's not a TRD Pro, but it's got the same engine, the 4-liter, the 5-speed automatic, and this is Jacob. He is my main man for 4Runner information. This guy off-roads, but you can see what he does. He does crazy stuff. So he's along as our expert, so we're going to try to do a little, not quite crazy stuff, but almost, with this new 4Runner and his first generation. So Jacob, how much power do I have in this thing?
270 and 270 horse torque.
Cool. What do you have? Is that a 4-cylinder? What's it?
So 4-cylinder 22RE with I think 130 horsepower and maybe 140 foot-pounds of torque.
Oh, cool. Those 22REs, I used to have those in trucks.
Oh yeah.
They'll last forever. I mean, mine went way over 200,000 to 300,000.
Can't kill them.
Yeah, that's awesome. So anyway, join us for this because we're going to go. Where the heck are we now?
Dakota Hill.
Dakota Hill. And later on, we're going to go down into some pickle gulch or something. So anyway, come along for the ride.
Gotta get a nice shot of the PVC intake.
Yeah. So you're Mr. Plumber too, huh?
Yep.
Wow. I guess it works.
Exactly. I bought it with a little stubby one that was right here, and I was just decided to put another one in it.
Oh, cool. Wow, that's awesome.
4-cylinder EFI.
So what size is this?
It's a 2.4 liter.
2.4. Wow.
It's got aftermarket headers, and for the most part, it's pretty stock.
I missed the headers on my Ram. I don't have any good throated stuff now. I think my 454H has got a dual exhaust.
Yeah.
So there you go. And which transmission does this have?
It's a W56 5-speed.
Okay, cool.
With a top shift transfer case and 470, a single 470 T case.
Oh yeah.
So it's got really, really low gears. You can get out and go use the restroom on a tree while it's still moving. And come back in. It's only gone about maybe 50 feet.
Wow, so you got some long leaf springs.
Yep.
So what is the total lift on this?
It's approximately 11 inches all the way around with a 2-inch body lift.
Oh, well that's cool. I like body lifts. I don't want to do one, but I like them.
Yeah.
So what size are these tires?
35-inch KM3s.
Oh
They're,
yeah.
Pretty decent tires. Between about 7 psi and 5 psi.
Do these have Kevlar in them, or?
I believe so.
Yeah. I love the ones in mine. I curb check my truck a lot, so I have to have Kevlar in mine or I'd be in trouble. Well, this is cool. Now, what year is this?
It's 84 frame and axles with 85 engine and transmission and 89 body.
Well, there you go. That's what it should be, a Frankenstein.
Exactly.
Awesome. So you got a co-pilot in here. The Hurst shifter, jeepers.
Yep.
Now these doors.
For money on a Hurst shifter with it comes with a 3-inch spacer, so you can have the body lift.
Oh
and
yeah.
Still continue to shift.
That's cool. And these are your half doors. Whoa.
Homemade half doors.
And then in the winter you'd put all the real doors and real roof back on. Well, that's cool. These are so cool when you take the top off. I mean, I used to have Blazers we used to do that with, and everything used to be like that. Now all I got is T-roofs.
Oh yeah. The transfer case has twin sticks, so I can put it in 4-wheel drive whenever I want.
Oh yeah.
I can put it in low whenever I want. So I can leave it in 2 low if I'm just going to go do some easy trails.
Well, that's neat.
Keeps the wear down on the front.
Oh sure, sure. And you got lockout hubs. That was cool.
Yep.
Those Warns, or what are they?
ASIMs.
Yeah. I miss the old lockout hubs. Ford still has them on their big trucks.
Yeah.
But they're automatic or lockout.
They're so nice when you're cruising down the highway. You can unlock it and actually go down the highway.
Well, sure. Instead of having half the stuff running.
Yep.
Quite the old rock rail and But your frame is almost below that. Well, I guess you... Well, that's good.
It's tall.
You got really close on that Bronco too. It's rub rail. It's the factory one.
Yeah.
I got longer shackles on my Jeep, but I'd like to get some of that really cool fancy stuff.
Yep. They're 6-inch rear shackles and 5.5-inch front.
Oh yeah. Well, that's awesome.
The first gen 4Runners have a problem where their rear end sags a lot.
Oh yeah.
So a little bit bigger shackle for the rear.
Yeah, that's kind of a Toyota thing.
Yep.
Like I towed trailers with that new one over there, and I only towed its tow rating's 5,000 pounds.
Yeah.
And I had my empty trailers 4,500, so I had a little room, and I was sagging 3 inches.
Wow.
I could have, since it was empty, I didn't bother putting the trunnion bars on a weight distributing hitch, but I could have, and probably taken a lot of that out of it.
Yeah.
But yeah. Quite the difference.
You could find some helper springs for this, or
Yeah.
bigger spring for it.
Yeah, there are. You can go with, there's a lot of overloads. You can go super springs, you can go sumo springs,
Yeah.
you can go hell wig, and you can go timbering, our Canadian friends. But yeah, I do like this rack, man. I should have put stuff up there so it looks bare, man. Those top racks are handy. And where the bumper is on this, you can actually reach quite a bit of stuff.
Yeah, that's very nice.
And go get me a tent. That's what I need now, a tent. Well, cool. So this is your control central here.
Yep, so all my wires run into the bay, and just the controller runs out. I run my fan, my fog lights, my underglow, and then I haven't quite hooked up the rest of them quite yet.
Well, that's so cool that you modernize the old gauges, because all those other things actually after a while are kapatui. Okay, so which trail are we going on now?
We're gonna go hit Dakota Hill.
Dakota Hill.
Yep.
And you promise not to get me killed, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
As long as you wear your seatbelt, you won't go out the side.
Well, that's true. Oh, we even got seatbelts?
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Here we are in the monster truck. With how much lift?
11 inches.
Oh my gosh. 11 inches.
It's nice and tall.
Only took 3 people to lift me in here.
All right.
Okay. With a dually pulling a trailer, but I've done a lot of 30s and 35s, but I can't guess anymore what stuff is. This has our own page somewhere, right?
Alright, go ahead.
Okay, good. Got my seatbelt on.
Get enough traction with 9 PSI.
Holy cow. Pretty cool. You got the blockers on?
All I have is a rear locker. And it's locked all the time.
Wow. So you don't have front locker?
Nope.
Wow. You trying to tell me these 4Runners don't need front wheel lockers? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Nope.
So why am I telling Toyota to go get some?
All right.
Where's that? I got my old shoot handle. I'm ready. It's really a cool truck.
That's a blast.
And everybody stops and wants to look at it.
Oh yeah, all the time.
That's how it was the H2 Hummer when I first got one of those. My gosh, I couldn't hardly get gas in it. I had a crowd of people. And the Bronco was like that. I had a crowd of people everywhere I went with that thing.
You know, they're not quite out yet, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I think a few dealers are starting to get them in. We got Ghost Town up here, huh?
Yeah, it's the Apex School Ghost Town.
Yeah, I like Ghost Towns. I live in a Ghost Town too, the Deerfield one.
Yep.
I'm on the bottom of Main Street.
Okay.
So does this have exhaust too besides Rovers. Once in a while, you see a broke down Land Rover.
Oh yeah. The Land Cruisers have become explosive in popularity.
Yeah. Well, they're good off-road rigs. I just can't afford them.
Oh yeah, they're so expensive.
I've been to an event where they're trying to get more sales in the U.S. because they sold most of those in Saudi Arabia.
Yep.
And they had one. They took us up to Montana, and we were on a ski resort, and they had a device they bought out of New Zealand, and all you do is engage it, and you get into a hole or an ice pit or whatever you want to get into.
Yep.
And it would rock you back and forth all by itself.
And then get itself out.
Yeah, it was so cool. Then we went up to, saw the Old Faithful in Yellowstone.
Yep. Anthony's truck has the crawl control.
Yeah.
And the first time we used it, we were at Moab, and we got ourselves stuck. We wanted to get stuck and try the cruise control, make sure we could, at least switch ourselves out if it doesn't work, and turn on the turn on the control, and it did not obey us.
Oh, it didn't?
Nope.
Well, Ford's got a cool one too. It's on the Raptor, the Tremor, Ranger, and on the new Bronco.
Yep. And
it works cool. It's like, it's cruise control, but they have a new thing this year. It's that one pedal, and we did a little bit of that, and we did what happened. I did it in my other videos too, but it's like brakes are like on, then you give it the gas, it goes. You let off the gas, it stops.
Oh, weird.
So you only have to hit the gas.
Huh.
So I think a lot of people like you, where you know what you're doing, you wouldn't want to do that. But I think for the beginner off-roader, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, exactly. It'd actually be good for doing like a lot of big rocks or steep hills where you're trying to get up stuff.
Oh yeah. And then it had that brake lock on the back.
Yep.
And Anthony tried it on rocks, it doesn't work. My son and I tried it on some loose gravel on where was we at? I think we were in the Pole Hill Road or whatever. Yeah. And it worked great there. And I did it on sand, the house back there, and it worked great. I got a good video of it locking that wheel up. That's really impressive. You can turn on a dime for some of these crazy switchbacks,
I watched a video there during the testing, and they're in this sand pit, and there's just a super sharp corner, and they hit the button, and it just turns way over.
Great on sand. Yeah, I heard the new Rubicon's got 35-inch tires now.
Yep. They have to upgrade because of the Bronco.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Gone.
You're probably a known factor up on these hills, aren't you?
Sorry?
You're a known factor up here. People know who the hell you are.
I've seen a lot of people that they recognize me, and I don't recognize them because, I meet so many people up here.
I know, that's how it goes. There's a couple comments on my video on the Bronco from people I met on the trail. They knew who I was. That's always good to see.
Well, the guy on the bike knew you, so.
What's that?
The guy on the bike knew you.
Yeah, the guy. Yeah. It's like I'm in the horse industry too, and I used to go to all these horse shows.
Yep.
And at the end of the day, I'd be showing all the new technology and trailers, and all the gray-haired women, blue-haired I call them, all would come out to my truck to ask me questions about trucks and trailers. And that's nice, but why don't they send their granddaughters out to talk to me?
Right.
I never understood that. No, I like the blue hairs, but they have a lot of questions about trucks and trailers.
Oh yeah. Well, you're the pro at it now, so.
Well, once in a while. That's why it's really cool to have you and Anthony help me on these, because you guys do this a lot more than I do.
Yeah.
And it's really hard to break into that off-road market. jerking all over the place
Yep.
with the engine, so.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, great scenery up here, man. These are healthy looking trees.
Yeah, that's great up here.
Don't go away, MrTruck.tv will be right back.
Change a whole bunch of stuff. Whoa. I see snowy roads. You call this a door? You don't have a microphone, or do you have a microphone?
It has a microphone.
Okay. Well, hey, there's no handle on this side.
You have to use the steering wheel.
What if I break it?
You shouldn't.
Okay, it's Toyota tough. Up on the rail. Oh, this would be easier if I can use the steering wheel. Oh, jeez. Oh, that was easier. What have I been riding in the wrong seat all this time?
Right?
I think I broke your spring in your seat.
It's already messed up.
Okay.
There you
I'll
go.
silver and away! Is that power steering? Yeah. Okay. Well, cool. I'm in Jacob's first generation 4Runner Toyota. It's in its summer clothes, so we got plenty of air. We got half a door and all kinds of ventilation. This is quite the spunky little thing. He said this thing can go 80 miles an hour. It's these big balloon tires. They're 35s, and it's a lot of fun on these hills. He's got a little more. He looks like he has more wheelbase than I do. I'm not sure he does on the 2021 that we're reviewing 4Runner. But it's cool to compare the first generation to the latest generation of 4Runners. I think they're really capable off-road units. I see them all the time on the trails. You know, we see Jeeps, we see 4Runner, we see some Land Cruisers. Now we're seeing
where'd
some
you go? You
Broncos.
back there somewhere?
So, yes, it's made for the hills, and it's it's good to love a vehicle, and it's 5-link suspension on the back, independent front, so it's got the right suspension. I mean, some people always like mono beam, but I like the independence on a lot of vehicles, which is what the new bunch of SUVs coming our way, like Bronco off-road units. But
So is the clutch going out?
It's picky.
Picky, okay. Yeah, this is just too cool.
Yeah, it's a completely different thing to drive.
Yeah, it was starting to ask me to double clutch, and I go, no, I'm not going to double clutch you.
Need to replace all the what do you call it? The master cylinder and slave cylinder.
Oh, yeah.
That's what's killing it. I don't think I've ever actually gotten in the passenger seat in a while.
Oh, yeah. You want to hold this puppy?
Yep.
Thank you.
You just push that button over there.
Oh, there's a button over there.
See the clutch start.
Oh.
And now start the truck.
Oh, without the clutch?
Yep.
Wow. That's factory? Whoa, cool. I don't remember seeing that button before.
For like cold starts and stuff. You don't want to get in your truck when it's cold outside.
Yeah.
Put the truck in neutral, push the button, start the truck, and walk away.
Oh, okay. So just an override.
Yep.
So, is this really 163,343?
I think it's got a lot more than that now.
Oh,
Speedometer
did that
doesn't work.
So we're probably 200,000 plus.
Oh yeah, easily.
How come it has a charge light and a brake light and all this other stuff?
Those are on. Been always have been on.
Okay, to keep you awake, huh?
Exactly.
Because you know that's how aircraft is.
Yep.
Sometimes they use green lights, sometimes they use red lights to keep the
Yep.
pilots awake. Yeah. Well, this is just too cool.
Yeah.
I may want one of these. You have to go into building these old ones, you know. You can buy them cheap. Oh, geez, that's the wrong gear.
Yep.
They're fairly close.
Yeah, the hearse shifter is really nice.
Yeah. I think I had one in old Torino, 3-speed I put in there. Because nobody wants a dog on the column shifter, whatever those are called.
Nope.
My son has one of the Chevy truck, C10. He loves it.
Oh yeah.
I sold it because I didn't love it. It does okay with it. Yeah, you thought I'd be okay if I went downhill. Is that the theory? Can't kill himself going downhill, surely.
Brakes are touchy, but they work.
Yeah. We still got drums on the back, probably. Huh?
Yeah. The drums are pretty well shot at this point.
Yeah.
They've been pretty well abused. I'll buy a disc kit for it.
I can find another gear without going too low.
But we'll do it in third.
Eventually, I'll get the gears figured out.
It took me probably a day to get used to it.
Yeah.
Because the old shifter, you'd almost be in the dash with your fist every time.
It's like cab over trucks or like that.
Yeah.
It's like you got a yard between gears.
Yeah. That's how my F250 is it's a 4-speed.
Yeah.
And the gears
granny
are
gear.
Yep. The gears are probably this far apart between first and third.
What engine is it?
6.9 IDI.
It's a what?
6.9 IDI diesel.
Really? It's one of the first diesels.
Yep.
Wow.
Slow, but it's strong.
Well, yeah, some of those do pretty well.
Yeah, I think sat for 6 years in my aunt and uncle's backyard.
Yeah.
And I flew out to California for the weekend. And got there, got tools in it. Or I brought a bunch of tools with me. I brought 50 pounds of tools with me in the back because that's as much as I could carry.
Yeah.
And then on the fly back, when I got there, I got fluids and parts and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Went in the backyard and got it fired up within probably, I don't know, 2 hours maybe. Just changing fluids and got everything good to go, and then fired right up.
Wow. Did they have glow plugs or did the air intake?
The glow plug system was chewed up by there was a big ass pack rat.
Oh,
huge
geez.
pack rat sitting in there.
Yeah.
And he chewed up a bunch of wires, and I got all the wires fixed except for the glow plugs. And so I
2 cans of ether later, you got to start.
no,
Oh, really?
1 squirt and fired right up.
Oh, wow. That's pretty good compression yet then.
Yeah.
So you gonna drive it back or trailer it back or?
I was planning on driving it back, but I kind of ran out of time,
Yeah.
and so I'm gonna end up getting like a transport company to do it.
Oh, so you can use my trailer anytime you want my tilt now. You got new brakes on, yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Well, my plan was to have Anthony's new trailer comes in October.
Yeah.
And I was gonna have Anthony drive me out there, and we'll pick it up and drive back, but it's gonna be like $1,000 in fuel to drive out there and back.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I just went to California, did some videos for some of my RFD TV
yeah.
people, and I had a budget real high. I was worried I'd be going through fires and $5 gas, but one time I paid $5 was in the south of Vegas.
Yep.
And actually, Utah had higher price gas than California. This is exciting. Somebody's already dug some holes for you.
Oh yeah. Otherwise you risk peeling a bead while you're going around a corner.
Oh yeah, yeah. And we're down to 9 on this tire pressure.
Yep. for the ground clearance. Because at about 7, I lose about an inch.
Yeah. You got bead locks on this?
Yep. Just outies. Having the bead locks has really helped my wheeling because I can hit way harder lines and not have to worry about peeling a bead.
Yeah.
And during the winter time, I like to run about 4 to 5 psi.
Yeah.
And the only way you can do that is bead locks.
Ken with MrTruck here with a really exciting trailer accessory. You know, trailer tires is a big deal. You got problems, especially 100-degree weather like we're having this year. You know, you're gonna blow tires, and the tires are gonna blow, take out your fender, take out your clearance lights, and then you're gonna sit there on the side of the road fixing your tire while your horses get hot. Sun coming down 100 degrees, no doors open and no fan. It's horrible. And I see it happen all the time, and so I go to Higher Ply Tires and I go to Tucson Tire Pressure Monitoring System. You've seen me talk about this before. They got so many options. You can go with bands on the Alcoa wheels, that's such a small hole. You can go with the tire pressure monitoring where you have a valve stem and the relay below it, the transmitter. And then you can do the same transmitter on a band. And now the new one, I call them Spaceballs, but they're actually tire pressure monitoring from Tucson ball sensors, like a ping pong ball, rubber coated, and you put this in your tire. You crack open the bead, throw it in there, and it bounces around, goes right for a little while, and then once you get up to speed, it just sticks to wherever it's at. You know ahead of time what's going on. This gives you special alerts. Before, if the tire pressure is too high, it goes off, beeps and flashes. Too low, it beeps and flashes. And this will save you a lot of money. You know, the price of a tire will pay for one of these puppies. And why would you not want to know what's going on with your trailer tires?